Okay, so it used to be that coupons were a lot more a paper thing. So you still once in a while, it comes in the mail. Occasionally, once a week, you'll get some kind of booklets now that you can have some coupons. But even the newspapers don't carry them. It used to even be on the weekends, you would get this tells you I'm old, but you would get a section of just coupons and you could cut them out. Now, a lot of coupons are kind of digital, so if you shop anywhere, it's a good idea to get their app. So like, I know Myers, they have digital coupons built into the app. So if you use the app, you might get the coupons, but if you don't have the app, you aren't going to get that discount. So always, look at the way that it's going to save you the most money when you're shopping. So coupons, though, sometimes have restrictions. Like you think you're going to get the coupon, but you might not. Some are just as simple as they're going to take off a certain amount. So like this one said that it's 50 cents off a box of cereal. So you can just take off when you go up to the counter. If you hand them that, you're going to know that you're going to get 50 cents off. Some of them are that simple. Some have a little more restrictions. They'll have an expiration date on them. Sometimes you can use the same coupon more than once. So like, see how it says limit 2 per person? So it looks like maybe that's, I have no idea, a can of something. I have no idea. But anyway, it looks like you can use it for 75 cents off of 2 cans, or on each can. Okay, so all we're doing in this section is just reading the coupon and following the instructions. So your job is to do part 2 together. We're going to do now part 1 together. So let's take a look at the first one. It says this coupon was printed in the newspaper. Look at the coupon and answer the questions below. What amount of money can this coupon save you? So watch how you write this, and so you need to be careful. If you write 75 cents without the decimal point, you need to put the cent symbol. If you want to use dollar notation, which is most common because if it's more than 75 cents, it's going to be in the dollar realm, you should write 75 cents like that with the dollar symbol. So even though I would read that as 75 cents, because we normally wouldn't say 75 hundredths of a dollar. We're not going to say that. But that's the way you should probably write it. So the first one there says, what amount of money can you save? You can save 75 cents on one. Can somebody double that for me? If it's 75 cents on one, it's $1.50 on 2. So the way we say money is not necessarily how it is written. So $1.50 is $1.50. Why? Because the 50 is the hundredths area. It's the cents. Does the coupon tell us how much the can of weirdness is? Does it tell us how much that can is? Does it tell us anywhere? No. Sometimes a coupon might say, on cans that are certain size, cans that are certain price. Can this coupon be used anytime you want? They're just getting at, it's before March 31st. And it has an expiration. Is that how you spell expiration? Is that right? I'm so not a good speller. Oh, can you buy as many as you would like? You can buy 2 with a coupon because of this little piece of information right there. So if you bought a third one, you would have to pay full price. And some coupons are like that. So, and then you can say why, because it says limit 2 per person. So give me, now, as far as what you write on your paper, you don't have to write out any of these questions. As long as you're numbering as you go and organizing, I can see that you've gone through that process. Any questions on the first 4 that we see here? Anybody have any questions on the first 4? Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it. And I'll let everybody get caught up. It's a little easier to see. There you go. It does, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a look at number 5. It says if the regular price is $1.59, well, will you pay if you use this coupon? So a coupon, you got to look at how it's written, but this particular one, just take your $1.59 and minus off. Now here's where it's important that you use the decimal notation. You put 0.75 in your calculator. Okay, so it's really important that you have them either, you could call that 159 cents and that's 75 cents and then subtract. But common notation, I want to see decimal notation. And so it would be 1.59 minus 0.75, which is what? Is it 84? Okay. Which is 84 cents. Now, another thing, it's just a little picky thing, but remember how we've been doing, when we were doing measurement things, I said include the units. Money things, include the dollar symbol. That is going to tell me whether you use the dollar notation or you use cent notation. You either have to have one of two things on your paper. The dollar symbol with 0.84. If you decided to write it like that, 84 cents, I'm okay with that as well. Whatever floats your boat. But make sure you're giving me the correct notation so I know what's in your mind, because I am pretty good at figuring out what you're doing, but I'm not necessarily a mind reader. So notation, make sure you're doing that, okay? And then 6 said, how much would you pay if you wanted to buy 2 packages? Well, there's a few different ways to do it. If we don't do $1.59 times 2, that is $3.18, I think. Let's just check that. This is Hod's doing her math. Okay, yeah, that's $3.18. If we have 2 coupons, because it said we're allowed to use it for 2, 0.75 times 2, we already talked about was that $1.50. So you're just going to take the original price if we paid full price, and we're going to minus off the 2 coupon price. And again, you can do that. You can just take off the 75 cents first and then double it. Either way is going to work, because you'll notice we said 84 cents if we use the coupon, so that should be the double of that. But let's do our math here. Yeah, it's $1.68, which you can notice is the double of the one before. Now, if you buy a third, it would change the price, because a third we would have to pay that full price for. So it's just a matter of interpreting what you see and making sure that you are writing down, you're really interpreting that right. Okay? Do we have any questions on part 1? Do we have any questions at all on part 1? Okay, so part 1 you should have written down. I'm going to leave this up here so that you can use it. And then part 2 is your responsibility. By the end of class, you should have turned in 1, 2, 3 from Monday, 4 from yesterday, and 5 from today. If there are any questions on any of those problems, just come up and ask, or raise your hand, I'll come to you. But your job is to have up to 5 done before you leave here today, hopefully. Okay? Any questions?